Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. Today our group will be presenting on the topic of comparison of purchasing and inventory management in food service operation, and we will be using the Lawson Restaurants and Osbel Cafe as the case studies. So let's begin with an overview of the Lawson Restaurant. The Lawson is located within the Faculty of Food Science and Nutrition at University Malaysia Sabah. It was initially established as a practical training facility to provide hands-on learning opportunities for students in food service-related programs. Hence, we call it mock restaurant. But aside from that, it then also operates as a functional dining establishment. The menu at the Lawson reflects a blend of local Malaysian cuisine, offering buffet and a la carte menu operating from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m., catering to the staffs and students of UMS, particularly FSMP students. In general operation of food service establishments, there are two important components to ensure smooth and efficient operation, which is purchasing and inventory management. Purchasing involves acquiring the right ingredients and supplies of the correct quality in the right amounts and at the best price to meet the demands of the menu and customers' expectations. On the other hand, inventory management ensures that these ingredients are properly stored, monitored, and utilized, helping to minimize waste, maintain the food quality, and also the control cost. In any food service operation, these processes are crucial for customer satisfaction and the operational sustainability. So our group decides to compare the Lawson Restaurants method with Osbel Cafe. So we will highlight their approaches, their strengths, and also the areas for potential improvement in purchasing and the inventory management. With that overview, let's dive deeper into the specific purchasing and inventory management practice of these two establishments.
I will be presenting about the comparison of methods, and we will start with purchasing and receiving procedures. As for the Lawson Restaurant, all their purchasing for the raw ingredients and dry ingredients are done weekly, and the items ordered will usually arrive on Monday, and the staff will inspect the order to ensure that they get the correct order. After inspecting and ensuring the accuracy, the staff will key in the orders they receive in their system. As for the Osbel Cafe, they will order the dry items once a week and raw ingredients twice a week. And before they did their purchasing, the supervisor will fill in the requisition form, and the form will be handed into the headquarters, and their headquarters will do the purchasing for them and send it to them. So after they receive their order, the supervisor will inspect the order accuracy. So the difference between these two restaurant and cafe is they separate their ingredients while they are ordering, and one did the ordering directly with the supplier, another one did by contacting the headquarters. But both of these restaurants has one similarity where they will inspect their orders upon receiving. These are the purchasing steps for the Lawson Restaurant, where they will start by planning what ingredients they need, and then they will go through the buying process by getting approval from departments such as the financial for their budgets, and after it's been approved, they will do the purchasing, and then they will order with the suppliers, and after that they will receive and check their order. If they did not get the approval, they will redo the procedures over again. As for storing procedures, both restaurant and cafe show pretty similar procedures, where both of them store their dry items in the storeroom and the raw ingredients or fresh items in chiller or freezer or in the kitchen, and both of them done labeling for the dry items, and both of them practice first in first out rotations. However, the only difference between them is the Lawson restaurants will check their storage temperature regularly 2 times, when they arrive early in the morning and when they close the operation, but the Osbel Cafe did not do regular checking for storage temperature. As for the requisition procedures, the Lawson restaurant will check the ingredients that are needed to be reordered on Thursday, and after that, they will make an order list and they will seek approval from their supervisor. And after they get the approval, they will deal with the supplier to make the order. And to ensure which ingredients is needed to be reordered, the stock will be checked every 2 days, and then the items sold are recorded every week for their own record. As for Osbel Cafe, the staff will need to inform the supervisor when there is a lack of ingredients, and then the supervisor will check and verify the exact amount needed to be reordered, and they will fill in the requisition form to send it to the headquarter. This is the requisition form for the Lawstone restaurants, which include the item description, the unit needed, the unit price, and the remarks for the suppliers. Lastly, we move on to the security management for storage area. For the Lawson Cafe, all their staff can access to their storage, and they have a cold storage in the laboratory where there is no surveillance and no access control to. However, they will lock their storage according to the closing time for both the lab and restaurant. As for Osbel Cafe, all the staff can also access the storage, and they use locked storage, and all the staff can access to their storage without any surveillance. So both of these restaurant and cafe show similar security management for storage area.
Next, we come to the suggestion for purchasing procedure. First, the also restaurant can include the specification in its purchasing process. The purchasing department is committed to ensuring that only raw materials suitable for use in company items are received. The purchase specifications form of the Lawson restaurant can be more specific when mentioning the items they require. For example, they can include brand names and detailed description of the product such as the size and safety standard. They can avoid the misunderstanding between supplier and the buyers. To make sure the purchase is within the budget, they should also include the expected price of purchase in the form. Substitution option can be included to avoid being out of stock during the operation. The specifications should additionally record the revisions release date for the documentations. To conclude, the Lawson restaurant must optimize the purchase process, which include the product specifications, expected price, substitution option, and proper recording of the release date. Besides that, the Lawson restaurant must improve its documentation in the purchasing system. Documentation can improve the transparency and accountability of the organization. It can also minimize the procurement cost and enhance supplier relationship management. They should get accurate data on supplier performance utilizing the software for the managing purchases. This can ensure the purchasing staff have up-to-date statistics and distinct indications for each vendor. Then they can use this data to identify the best vendor for each transaction. On the other hand, the Lawson restaurant can develop a system for tracking and reporting on purchase order activity. This system will list the approved vendor, record the purchasing contract, and track the vendor performance through the key performance indicator, which is the KPI. It can be printed in book or a digital learning resources so that everyone in the organization can easily access to it. Next, we come to the suggestion for storing procedure. First, the Lawson restaurant can take action for security measure to protect people, property, and assets from theft, vandalism, or harm. In the storage, they can put detecting measure in position. This aid in locating the branches and notify security professional of any questionable activity. CCTV camera can be installed both side and outside of the storage spaces. It can use surveillance equipment to keep an eye on and document activity. An access control lock can be implemented by them. Keycards or biometric system can be used to track admission and exits. This can stop privilege from occurring in the storage area. Lastly, the Lawson restaurant can improve their technology integrations. For storage, the Lawson restaurant can implement automated order management system. This system can monitor inventory and order onto a single platform. It optimizes the whole process, improving the accuracy and efficiency at every stage. According to the report, it can decrease the order processing time from 2 to 3 days and decrease the appetitures. It can work with the enterprise resource planning system to guarantee that orders are automatically recorded and input into the system without human input. For inventory management, they can use barcode or RFID scanning. The RFID technology can speed up the inventory update and track order in real time. Besides that, they can develop a mobile applications. It can check and track the order placement and provide user with instant update and control. This is the infographic for the improvement in purchasing and storing for the Lawson restaurant. The info that I explained just now are included in this infographic. That's all from our group. Thank you.